tẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ìkànnì ICN TV ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ìkànnì yìí Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní ọ̀rọ̀ àṣèrè nìkan ló máa ń yàtọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òwe Yorùbá ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ àṣèrè nìkan ló máa ń yàtọ̀ àbẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹn dáadáa gbajúgbajà bàbá agbẹjọ́rò kan àbí agbẹjọ́rò náà ni wọ́n is a barrister. That is Michael Ozekome. Bàbá yìí sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kan lónìí o tó ń já rìnrìn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Bàbá yìí sọ nǹkan kan wípé àwọn ti sọ several times. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn wá rí wípé àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ kàn tí wọ́n wà ní ìjáde bí àwọn nǹkan yóò ṣe ṣe pé wọ́n they are running away from the responsibility. Wípé àwọn dẹ̀ ti sọ several times wípé sẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá ju ọ̀bẹ sókè ní ìgbàgbà ibi pẹlẹbẹ náà ló máa fi lélẹ̀. Wípé nǹkan táwọn sọ ni àwọn dẹ̀ sì ń tẹnu mọ́ wọn nítorí wípé gbogbo empirical formula ni o indices ni o gbogbo method tí wọ́n wù kán lè lò almighty formula ni o pé ó ti show wípé Nigerian can never work. Gbogbo nǹkan ni bàbá yìí ti sọ pátápátá pé àwọn sì ń tẹnu mọ́ náà ni pé sẹ́ẹ̀ abáwọn sì ṣe sọ yẹn kò sí tí àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ kàn tí wọn ò bá gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tó yẹ kán gbé pé bó ti wù kán máa try tó pé ibi tí àwọn tí a ti filẹ̀ yẹn náà láti máa padà sí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá yìí sọ wípé àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí ó ti fi hàn wípé Nàìjíríà ò tí kò lè nítumọ̀ mọ́ wípé àwọn sì ń tẹnu mọ́ wípé ẹgbẹ́jọ ẹ̀ráta náà mo mú fídíò ká lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá yẹn sọ tó sọ wípé nígbà tán jí òun gbé pé àwọn yẹn sọ pé àwọn ò target anybody wá ẹni bá ti sìrìn ó sìrìn náà nìyẹn bàbá yẹn tó ti sọ nǹkan míì lónìí ìyẹn mo fẹ́ kẹ́ farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ gbọ́ torí ṣókí náà la máa ṣe ẹ bá pín ẹ bá like jẹ́ ká share rẹ̀ kó tètè go viral káàkiri ibi tó yẹ kó dé káwọn èèyàn tó lè mọ̀ pé arọ ni òwálé oníkòyí òsinmi ogun náà ni torí wípé bá a ṣe ń tẹnu mọ́ ìdí tá a ṣe ń tẹnu mọ́ náà làwọn nǹkan tá à ń gbé wáyé ẹja sáré gbọ́ nǹkan tí bàbá yìí sọ ká mọ̀ mọ̀ gbára wa lákòókò.
Miss Flora Louis Ashaw on 8 January 1897 was giving Nigeria her name after the area around the Niger area. We were already existing as different nationalities within our domains. The Hausa city-states, the Igbo city-states, the Kanem Borno Empire, the Oyo Empire, the Ife Empire, the Benin Kingdom. The people had their system of government and governance. So, to cobble together such a people without giving them a say, as Lord Lugard did on the 1st of January 1914, when he brought together the northern and southern protectorate to form Nigeria and the Lagos colony. Together, that agreement was to last for 100 years, which expired on the 1st of January 2014. Can we not sit down to renegotiate our nationhood? We can believe in ourselves. That is the national question. That is why no one believes in Nigeria. Rather, Nigerians believe in their unions. Drive across on a Saturday or Sunday. You will see your union, Etsaco Union, the Rome Association, TV, Diaspora Union. The reason is that people believe more in their home state than a country called Nigeria. When you want me to fill a form, and after asking me for my name, and you further ask about my religion, then you ask about where I come from and the language I speak, you are already profiling me. Not as a Nigerian, but as someone who comes from that enclave. And guess what? What you are going to get will be what they see there. So when I hear the Yorubas, some of them are still complaining today that they are being marginalized. I say, The Northerners, Hausa Fulanis are complaining of marginalization right now. The Igbos, their case is well known, have always been being at the receiving end, being marginalized. Then I ask, what of myself, being a minority from a tiny village called Ijukwe near Agenebude in Esako, East Local Government area? What do you want me to say? Because Abiola said the bigger the head, the bigger the headache. So my headache is bigger. So we are therefore going to look at some of the issues now, how we can solve this problem, which we have highlighted under the 1963 Republican Constitution. The British government used the British order in council, yanked it off and replaced it, and we therefore had the 1963 Republican Constitution. One of the best, arguably the best constitutions we have ever had in this country. Better than the 2022 Clifford Constitution, the 1922 Clifford Constitution, 1946 Arthur Constitution, 1951 Mark 1954 Little Constitution. That 1963 Constitution, to me, if you look at it, which brought about fiscal federalism for each state to grow, each region to grow according to its might. Western region, Eastern region, Northern region is where we have to think of going back to. That was why the late sage Obafemi Awolowo, who controlled the mono product of Western region, cocoa product, could impact heavily on his people, giving them free education at all levels. University of Ife. I'm an alumni of that university. You know there are 2 universities in Nigeria, sir. University of Ife and others. It's the brainchild of Awolowo, the Cocoa House in Ibadan. See the tallest building in Ibadan till today, Liberty Stadium. The first television station in Africa was the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation. There was no federal government. He was just paying 20% royalty to the federal government at the center. Then 30% was shared by all the regions, and then 50% for that region. The Amadu Bello, the Sardauna of Sokoto, was able to use the hide and skin, cotton,
to develop its own place
of northern region, to build the Northern Nigeria Development Corporation, NNDC, the Amdala Hotel, the Yankari Game Reserve, the Arewa group of companies. They are still there till today. You will see them. Dr. Akanu Idiam, to Michael Opala, using the mono product of palm oil in the east, was able to develop Eastern region. The monuments are there, presidential hotels, Port Harcourt, Enugu, Transamadi Estate, Yukato Ranch Obubro, the stadium, University of Nigeria Nsukka, because he had access to his funds. Out of Midwest region, which was created through the help of people like Dr. Davis Osadebe, Oba Akezwa II, Kesiti Momo, Chief Anthony Nahoro, Jereti Mariri Okechebo, Umimejo. They used their timber and plywood and rubber to develop all they wanted. The Ugeli Glass Factory, the Opila Cement Factory, the University of Benin. So what has changed? That people who produce a product, you are saying they should be grateful for being given 30% of the product. Everybody goes to Abuja to go and share the national cake.
National cake,
every month. Using commissioners for finance. But no one cares about how that national cake is baked. Is that how we are going to survive as a country? Using 80 to 85% for recurrent expenditure, no capital expenditure. Is that how we are going to grow?
The ones that our fathers created at the time that the British left was thrown away, and a group of military officers, not less than 50 officers, came together and wrote a constitution and imposed it on us. It is not working. Because it is not working, our country has thrown up all kinds of unbelievable issues that make it impossible for it to try.
To work.
What has made it even worse is that we have no real democracy. The voice of the people has no relevance to the way we are governed. We have to all rise up and ensure that we rewrite our constitution. That's right. And write a constitution which accords with our diversities. What our fathers wrote worked. I grew up in the first independence. The standard of my education was comparable to anywhere in the world. It is not the situation today. This bad structure has given up all kinds of things that we will deal with when we're talking about solution. I think that by far the most important thing is that the country is broken. It doesn't have a structure. It doesn't, in law we call it, our constitution is not attached to us. When a constitution is not attached to us, it is a constitution that does not have validity with the people. But a constitution which starts with we the people of Nigeria make this law. That constitution has to be subjected to a referendum, a vote by which the people accept it. Yes, we made it. Now, we don't have a constitution. Thank you. What do you think the solution?
Ẹgbọ́n kan tí wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ó ní Ozekome sọ àti bàbá tó sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn pé we don't have constitution. Gbogbo nǹkan tó lè mú kí Nàìjíríà work ní planning zero, constitution kò tiẹ̀ sí, torí pé ilé ìta ń lo ìfààyè gba so many things. Ó ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ò ṣe fẹ́ especially àwọn olóṣèlú, wọn ò lè allow rẹ̀ pé kí wọ́n change àbí kán ṣe anything nínú ẹ̀, torí wípé ibẹ̀ làwọn ti ń jẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Constitution náà dẹ̀ ni ò fààyè kí ìlú kó develop sílẹ̀. Ló fi jẹ́ kí gbogbo ìgbà igbe lónìí, igbe lọ́la, igbe lọ́túnla, igbe ní gbogbo ìgbà ni. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n jẹ́ ká padà sí bí a ti ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ ní ayé Western region. Kí ló dé tí à ń bèèrè pé ẹ jẹ́ kí Yorùbá dá dúró, kí Ìgbò dá dúró, kò lè work. Kí ló dé tá padà sí bá a ṣe ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ gan ní Western region? Ìyẹn náà wọ́n tún ní kò lè work. Wọ́n deliberate lórí, wọ́n tún ní kò lè work because wọ́n mọ̀ wípé tá a bá padà sí Western region gan, ojú àwọn èèyàn ti là, progress á wà, development á wà, ìrẹ́nijẹ àti ìwà ìkà yóò dínkù. Ìdí nìyẹn tí wọn ò ṣe fẹ́ gbà. So nígbà tí wọn ò dẹ̀ ti gbà yẹn ká padà sí Western region, the best thing náà ni pé kí each region àbí each ethnic group kí wọ́n jà fún freedom wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ sì máa dá wà. Ó dàbí òwe Yorùbá, ó ní òṣàbò ò lè gbè mí, wàá ṣàṣe mi bó ṣe bá mi. Ó ní nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ báyìí. Everybody ní ìsìn, gbogbo èèyàn ó ti clear everybody ní ìsìn pé nǹkan tá a gbé dání yóò lè ṣiṣẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ó ti clear everybody pé kíní yóò lè work. Ṣùgbọ́n everybody náà ń pretend àti pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ ká máa pretend bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé it's working. Ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ ká máa pretend bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé it's working. Especially àwọn olóṣèlú because àwọn rí jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ dáadáa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, wọ́n ń jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ dáadáa. Ìdí nìyẹn táwọn náà ṣe gbárùkù tí pé àwọn mọ̀ pé kíní yóò lè, mo ti sọ̀nà pé ẹnìkan sọ pé àwọn mọ̀ pé kò lè work, but àwọn ò fẹ́ kó Nàìjíríà pín nígbà táwọn sì wà láyé, torí ibi táwọn ti ń jẹun lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn, ẹ gbọ́. So the people tí wọ́n wà marginalize, ṣé kò wáyé kí wọ́n dìde kí wọ́n sìn? Ẹgbọ́n kan tí bàbá yẹn sọ yẹn náà ṣàgbọ̀, because majority of people náà tẹ́ ti rí pé kíní yìí kíní gbogbo wa ni. Ó sì jẹ́ pé ìwọ̀nba ẹ̀yẹ èèyàn péréte nìkan náà lè ń jàǹfààní kíní yìí. Ìdí nìyẹn tí everybody ṣe gbọdọ̀ struggle pé tó. Èmi dẹ̀ máa ń sọ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ gba wọ́n sọ òun ní freedom ń ṣe Christmas gift, kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó máa wá fún wa ńlé, àwa lájà fún. Inú ìwé mọ́ gan Sọ́ọ̀lù àbí Ísọ̀, ó nígbà tí wọ́n bá dàgbà tó di alágbára wàá já àjàgà ọrùn rẹ. So kì í ṣe nǹkan tẹ́nì kó jókòó tẹ́tẹ́rẹ́ tí ó wà mọ́ ẹ pé ẹ wà mọ́ sọ́kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ kan àbẹ́mọ̀ wò péjọ kan àwọn kò dùn aláta Amẹ́ríkà àbí United Nations kan àbí àwọn kan no. Ẹ̀yin lẹ́yọ̀kọ́ gbé dáṣà tí Yorùbá máa ń pa òwe kan, wọ́n ní ẹlẹ́rù ní kọ́kọ́ kọ́fẹ́. Àwọn alágbègbèsè yẹn tàbá fẹ́ bọ́ ẹ̀sìn gbogbo all indices all everything ó ti hàn pé kíní ó lè wọ́ọ̀kì mọ́. but because àwọn tó ń jẹ ń bẹ ẹ lè expect àwọn tó ń jẹ ń bẹ kan wá máa bá ọ dá sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Mo ti sọ àwọn tó ń jẹ nílẹ̀ Igbo náà ẹ lè expect kan release Nnamdi Kanu now. You don't expect them to release Nnamdi Kanu because some people are hitting there. Some people, they have lined up for election in 2026, some in 2027. So they have lined up already. You don't expect them that when they want to become a governor now, you now say they should release Nnamdi Kanu. How possible is that? And the other people too that want to contest in Yoruba land too, you want them to free Igboho so that Igboho will come back home, abi? Yoruba ní ẹni tán náà lára ń ta. So àwọn tó bá kàn tá mọ̀ pé kíní yìí àwọn ò fẹ́ kíní mọ́, àwọn ló máa dìde fún pé ìjàngbara ẹni tó bá yàn jẹ ló máa dìde pọ́n, but èèyàn tó ń gbádùn ò lè jà fẹ́ni tí wọ́n yàn jẹ, kò possible. Torí bí táwọn tí ń jẹ nìyẹn. Ibi tó ti ń jẹ nìyẹn ní Nàìjíríà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ àti àmọ̀ pé àwọn set àwọn olówó wà, set àwọn middle class wà, àwọn rich wà. But ní Nàìjíríà lónìí ìṣẹ́dà olówó tàbí ìṣídà kò tòsí, kò sí pé àwọn middle class ní Nàìjíríà ìbílẹ̀ ti gbọ́ ọmọ ń sìn. So ìdí tó ṣe kan àwọn tó bá yẹ kí wọ́n dìde nìyẹn. Everybody náà ti mọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan táwọn náà ń wò ní pé ẹja máa wò wọ́n bóyá wọ́n ti ẹ̀jà fẹ́tọ̀ wọn. Ẹja máa wò wọ́n bóyá wọ́n ti ẹ̀jà fẹ́tọ̀ wọn. Ẹja máa wò wọ́n bóyá wọ́n ti ẹ̀jà fẹ́tọ̀ wọn. Tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn náà ń ṣe nìyẹn o. Wípé well, if they keep quiet, no wahala. And the problem is that wọ́n ti lo religion, either Islam or Christianity, wọ́n ti fi brainwash many people. So àwọn èèyàn ò lè dáná rò mọ́. Ìsìlábẹ́ wọ́n ti fi ra àwọn èèyàn yè gan ni. N tó mú wa sún síbi tá a wà, ibi tó sì mú wa sí oríta tá a wà náà. N tó mú wa wà lóríta tá a wà náà nìyẹn. Ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn sọ pé owó ti sọ several times. Nigeria ò lè work until tá a bá padà sí Western region, bá a ṣe ń ṣe láyé Western region. Bá a ṣe ń ṣe láyé kí ló ń pe system yẹn wípé ló lè mú kí Nigeria kó work. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí wọ́n lè ready àti padà sí system yẹn sìn kí kálukú pín. Ó jẹ́ nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn sọ. Ẹ fèrò tí yín sí comment section. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá fèrò tí yín sí comment section, ẹ dẹ̀ bá share program yìí, ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ fà káàkiri orígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáńlá yìí. Ẹ ṣé o tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ìkànnì iSeen TV. A wà fún yín ní gbogbo ìgbà náà ni ẹ̀yin náà dẹ̀ wà fún wa ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ẹ ṣé o, ẹ ṣé, a appreciate gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ ètò yìí lórí ìkànnì iSeen TV. Mo kí yín o, ẹ ṣé. Ẹ bá like ètò, ẹ bá share, ẹ bá pín káàkiri orígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáńlá ayé. Ẹ ṣé o tẹ́ ń tẹ́tí sí wa ní gbogbo ìgbà. iSeen TV yín náà lélẹ́yìí. Ẹ ṣé tẹ́ ń tẹ́tí.